Thank you for joining me. We're back with opening round of the France-Monaco series event. Charles Leclerc, Pierre Gasly, Ocon, all boosted by 10%. And in the opening round video, we've got Australia, Singapore, Austria, which is the fastest lap track, and Canada to show you. Remember, on Friday, I did post the strategy guide for this weekend, so do make sure you check it out. So we're going to get underway. We are using Leclerc and Gasly, and this is the car we're using as well. Now let's get in to race number 1, and let's see if we can continue with a perfect day with Melbourne and a percent chance of rain. Australia time. Difficult track, so let's see if we can get past this track nice and easy early on. Few difficult tracks if you watch my strategy guide. In the first 5 races, 4 of them are notoriously tough. So hopefully we can get past without a mark on our record. Charles Leclerc starts P2 and Pierre Gasly in P3. So we're going to go Downforce and Taurus. And I think actually I am going to stick to this actually. Where's Taurus? Let's get Taurus and unequip that. And I can't unequip it, and now I can unequip it. We'll continue with what we got. I was going to try and change and go for a faster race and just sprint away, but I'm going to keep it as it is. It wouldn't let me unequip when it was already unequipped. So Charles Leclerc P2 and Gasly P3. Looks like a bot that we're facing, and we are already into the lead in P1 and P2. So with Taurus, we can do a 5-lap stint at the start and then go on to 3 softs at the end, but we'll just monitor it because we might not necessarily have to. We've got mediums and hards behind us, so I'm going to just keep them on medium boost here and try and just creep away at the front, and we should be able to settle down into a pretty decent race. Now I can do 3 to 5 on the mediums, 4 to 5 on the mediums as well. So we probably do a 4-4 because of safety car possibilities. We don't want to risk anything at all when it comes to, especially around here, because if we get done by a safety car, we won't be able to get back through. And it is a cornering and grip circuit, so we've got the required boosts on. We've got everything we need for a good points run here. We've got a good gap, 2.1 seconds at the moment. We've got well enough tyres as well. So we'll let them continue round. Nice gap indeed. And we'll definitely do a 4-4. We can't see anybody at the moment slowing down as if there is going to be a safety car. So we'll watch them numbers round. What the new habit is that the AI go really slow when there's a chance of a safety car. So we can't see anything at the minute. But Charles Leclerc then coming round to fit the medium. So he's gone past the safety car line now. So we're all good on him. And Gasly as well. We're going to start boosting. We might as well do 4 laps for him. I can probably go on to the softs as well. We'll just conserve all the way to the end. And if there is a safety car, we'll be in prime position. Make sure you let me know in the comments how you're doing, how your opening round goes. And do let me know if the strategy guide has helped you improve points this week. So Leclerc's in, and he's coming out. No double stack required. And so is Gasly. So we're going to conserve these now. We don't need to push. I want to save all the tyres in case of any sort of safety car. That's the way of going at the minute. I think they can come out any time, so we've just got to be prepared if they do. And obviously the rivals AI going on hard, so they're not going to pit again either. But we should be able to just cruise. Even if a safety car, we should be faster anyway. And will Pierre Gasly catch up with Charles Leclerc, mediums versus softs? That's the only fight that's going to happen in this race. And we can actually do 5 laps with Gasly if we conserve all the way. So I think we are all good. Make sure you jump in the Discord. The link is in the description below. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel and turn that notification on. Because a lot of hints and tips, especially with the new season coming up, will be able to give you full tips as soon as I learn them for the new season. So 2 laps to go. We can absolutely push if we wanted to now. Still going to hold back a little bit. And there's 40 seconds rain coming in. We'll be round again. It's a bit jolty, the server, but hopefully we don't get a DC. Got absolutely no reason why. And we're going to boost Charles Leclerc. We'll boost Pierre Gasly as well. And we'll bring this through to the end. So we should have the first race under our belt. Nice and easy to start with. Probably leading me into a false sense of security. But Gasly comes round to lap some of the field. And a difficult track with potential rain is going to be well past us today. Not for today's trouble, maybe tomorrow. Couple of corners to go. Everyone's starting to struggle. But we are through. And across the back straight into the front, Charles Leclerc wins in Australia. Pierre Gasly comes second, and we are off to a 47-point start. Race number 2 then, Singapore to come, and it's a tough matchup in the 1801, so max account. And let's see what we can do here. See if it's a real player or not. And let's see where we qualify. So we're going to get pushed back, P4 and P5. So we're going to go Gasly on the Eagles. When I find it, I can never find it. Where is it? There it is. And I'm going to go Charles Leclerc. I'm going to have to go Taurus because I'm so far back. So Eagle and Taurus. I was going to go for a more attack strategy from the start, but sadly I can't. Soft and mediums for the rival. And it doesn't look like it is a real player, but we've still got a lot to do. And we do get Charles Leclerc up to P2. So we're going to have to focus on Pierre Gasly, so who's P4. So can we get Charles Leclerc into the lead of this race? Rivals only, and here's Gasly. Look at Gasly on the grip and tyre management. Absolutely fantastic. So we're going to cut down. And we're going to just we'll try and make a move down here on Taurus. Good tyre management on fuel, so if we can get a good run, which we can't yet, so we're going to have to just bide our time. This P1 will come in for some medium or hard tyres. And what have we got around us? Medium and hards all around. So we can continue, and what we're going to do is just watch the gap. So that's all we need to do. I'm going to put Leclerc on mediums just to break away from Pierre Gasly a little bit. And we've got to just close this down. So it is a bot, which is luckily, because Craig's a good guy. So I'm glad we didn't get him. And that bot is just pushing away, but we are going to be super fast at the end. It's just whether or not we can get past. We've got the corner in, we've got the grip boosts, which are perfect around Singapore. And we've got probably just another lap until we start to push hard. And then that rival will be coming in as well. So what's the gap at the moment? Gap's 2.4. So rival's pushing a little bit hard, but we'll close this up at the end of the lap. And Gasly might struggle to get by, but we'll come to that when we do. I still believe we can catch this bot quite easily. 3.8 is the gap. And we're going to wait until we get around here. And then we're going to put the burners on for both of them. So Charles Leclerc will start to boost. And Pierre Gasly will not probably make the jump. 6.8. We'll try and see if we can. But I don't think he is going to get ahead. So the rival is in. So I'd almost say he's definitely not going to get ahead. And the rival coming out on mediums, as we said. And can Gasly get ahead? And that's the question. And we've got a gap, 2.7 between our two drivers. And it's going to take Gasly a couple of corners at least to get by these mediums. So he'll get held up a little bit. See if we can get by. Probably coming a bit more critical now. We're going to drop a good 5-6 seconds behind Charles. But is that a move down? It is a move down. So we're going to try and just hold him up a little. What's the gap? 4.4, so we don't even need to, as we're into the pits. So it should come out in P1. I'm going to try and hold him up as well with Leclerc if I need. So we've got to go again. We've got to do what we've just done with Pierre Gasly, and we've got 3 laps to get ahead of P2. Can we do it? The race is on in Singapore under the lights. And can we get past? This Superbot Max account definitely going to be putting us under some pressure. I'm going to boost Leclerc away. I don't want team orders to mess with me. That's a wide corner from Leclerc on their medium tyres. And we've surely got a good chance of getting by with the boost that we've got and the soft tyres. All over the back of him now as well. And that's a move up the inside in a place that we don't really see overtaking. And Pierre Gasly has got himself on to the second step of the podium. So at the moment, drama is averted. And we are in to a nice P1 and P2. And it just shows you when you've got difficult tracks like Austria, Singapore, Canada, one bad matchup, you can really struggle and basically make it hard work. But for now, we've pulled clear by quite a way. And we are starting to get all the traffic as well. But the main thing is we're through into the lead with a comfortable distance. Now we've all just this lap to go. Pierre Gasly closing right up to Charles Leclerc. Taurus versus Eagle. And Eagle fantastic round here. And you can see why. Who's going to win the race? Gasly or Leclerc? But the main thing is 47 points is on the dinner menu, and we have selected it for today's appetite. And that will be 2 out of 2. 2 difficult tracks passed by. Charles Leclerc wins in Singapore, followed by Pierre Gasly in P2. Race number 3 and Austria, and it looks like a real matchup, so let's see how we go here. Let's see what the starting positions are like. Hopefully we've got a bit of a gap over the rival and we can just do our own race, and it looks like we have. So got to do this properly. Gasly, Leclerc for the rival in P11s. So we're going to go Vice. Remember, fastest lap track, and this is what I've found so far. Downforce will go on to Pierre Gasly. We're going to be doing a one-stop with him. And what we'll do is we'll just check how Charles Leclerc does. Because if he pulls a good stint, then I might do a couple of stints of fastest lap attempts. So we'll find out. Waiting for the rival to ready up. And he does now ready up. So we need to get away and make sure this rival doesn't interfere with our play. And hopefully we can. So we're out in P1 and P3, or was, and now we're in P2. We're going to boost a little bit and then cut down. What we got behind us, so we've got hard tyres of Leclerc, so this shouldn't be a problem at all. We're going to go 2 laps for Charles Leclerc on these basically fast laps. So we're going to boost now, and let's see, we want about a 7.8 first sector is absolutely bang on the money. So let's see what the first sector is as Charles Leclerc goes round. 7.9, so a bit slower. So it's not going to be a fast lap on this one for Charles Leclerc. And let's have a look at the gaps. Already we're quite far ahead. And we're going to keep going round again. So Charles Leclerc, we need a 7.8 for the first sector. What about now? Can't see. Don't think it is a personal one. But we're going to keep him pushing. And he is just catching up with everybody else. So we're going to come round. And we cross the line. We're going to run out of tyres towards the end. We've lost a place to the AI. And that is the AI on soft tyres. So I'm going to come back in for some softs with Leclerc. And we've got a big enough gap to just keep hammering away. And see what we can do. Leclerc will come in. No pit stops already for anybody else. And he has run out of tyres. That's the problem with this strategy. But we're in. So we're going for the 3, or going for a couple more and hopefully we get out pretty clear. We're going to need RNG luck, that's for sure, as now Pierre Gasly will start the boost phase, and he'll go on to, we'll just go softs, medium, sorry, and that will be fine. So we need a bit of luck here, and we're going to start to boost Charles Leclerc ever so slightly. So we'll boost Charles, bit of luck, hopefully we can go inside and out and make some good corners up here. That's not a good corner, I don't think, but we're going to keep pushing because we need a decent lap. And Charles Leclerc doesn't look like he improves in the first part, and he's not going to improve in this second part either. So we need the luck, and hopefully we can get it down here. Now, I don't think it's going to be any luck at all for this last part of the race. Definitely too crowded. We've done our best time by the look of it. And now coming round, Charles Leclerc will set up for one more lap. And that'll be on the very last lap. So here he comes in. Come back out as well. Nice and easy. We've got our own medium tyres coming up as well. And we're just going to conserve, and we're going to push for one lap and hope that we get some nice cornering and we can fly past in cutting corners as well. That would be beautiful. So we come round and let's boost again with Leclerc. See what we can do. Can we get anything more out of the tyres and fuel? Probably not with the first corner, but it's worth a try anyway because we've got this race wrapped up. And Charles Leclerc not improving at any point either. So we're going to just see what this lap time does bring us. We might not even get to finish it with the fuel. And we do. We finally finish, but it's probably not going to be a fastest lap. But we'll check later on. But for us, it is 47 points. Race 4 then, Canada. So 3 very tough tracks out of the first 4 races. So it's probably the hardest I've seen a GP start off with. And we're going to have more fun with that tomorrow, I am very sure. So let's see if we can get past Montreal, and we're going to have a good chance. We are P2 and P3 with Charles Leclerc, Pierre Gasly. So we're going to go Jin, and we're going to go for the almighty Skull, which is fantastic round Canada. If you've never used it, you really do need to use it. And we've got a real player. So we're going to let him ready up. And we should really boost away here and create a gap, because he is in P7. And we do need to get off to a good start and put in the pace. What we want to do is just keep pushing now and try and build what we got behind us, soft, hard and mediums. And we don't want this rival to have any sniff of basically getting points off us. So we're going to keep boosting away. And then I'm going to cut down very shortly. We'll cut down with Leclerc shortly as well. We're just creating that gap. And away we go. So rivals in P6, trying to get past P5. And we've basically spread out enough. We've got the extra grip cornering from Jin. And Skull is good for extra fuel as well. So Leclerc's bang on the 50%. So we haven't got a massive gap. That's the problem here. 2.2 seconds. But we are clear of the rival. That's the main thing. We're going to come back for mediums at basically end of lap 4. And we're going to have to see what the tyres are like, because we're going to double stack if not. And it's not the end of the world because we're quite clear. I think Skull is basically being quicker at the minute than what we've got. But Leclerc's got a few % left. And we'll come in for some medium tyres. So if a safety car comes out now, we are all good in the hood. And we will have no complaining to do. But let's see. We'll never know. You never know who the Wall of Champions is going to take in Canada. And we're just coming up to the rest of the field as well. So we're going to boost Leclerc. We're going to try and give him an extra few temps coming into the pits. And we've got that up to 2.4, 2.5, so we won't double stack too hard. And it's a good second, so we've just lost a good second. And that's going to be no problem at all. And now we need to just boost away. Or I don't need to boost, I'm going to save some fuel actually. I don't need to boost, rival can't really come through. So let's just keep an eye on P2. We'll look after tyres, we'll look after fuel. And then when we get to a couple of laps to go, we will start to boost away. We can't let Charles Leclerc in P3 have a sniff though. That is certain. So we're going to move. We're going to push then Gasly because that Ferrari is getting a bit closer. So let's push away. Let's get rid of him. Latifi is going to be an absolute pain here. But we navigate him. And the rival's in. Rival's up to P4. So well done for the rival. He's got himself up to P4, pushing P3. And we've got plenty of fuel, plenty of tyres. So we're going to keep going. And big respect to the rival. He's taking this pretty well. Tough matchup for him. I'm sure he'd have wanted a better matchup. But he's doing a good job. He's P4 and P7 at the minute. And he's hunting down the Ferrari. Can he get P6 as well? He's going to give it a good run. And that skull takes good effect. Rivals up to P4 and P6. And he is really closing down now. So good job we've got a good gap ahead. And we did push away when we did. But we do enter the last lap. We should be able to secure this, no problem at all. Can the rival get P3? Come on, he's got P5. Let's get you up to P3, buddy. Can he do it? Doesn't look like it yet. Back markers are always a problem around Canada. That's why you need to get your moves done ASAP, because you will always take the wrong line. And the rival's going for P3, and rival does get P3. Can he get P4? He's running out of tyres. Nice bit of fun to keep the rival interested here. And he's not going to get P4, but what an effort from the rival in Canada. Big effort from him. P3, P5 from P7, P9 kind of range. So I think that's a very decent result. So let's see. I mean, we've all finished. What's he waiting for? Let's see what we've done and what fastest lap we did as well. Because that all counts this weekend. Now that players are maxing out. So, 4 races down in champion, we sit P28. We are scoring maximum points at the moment. So 4 races, 188 points, 47 points a race. And we did a 20.03. So I'm absolutely buzzing with that fastest lap. Remember, we are running level 7 Leviathan. So that is pretty much the best time I can probably do. I have done a 19.988 in testing, but it is complete luck, and I will take a 20.0. So as always, make sure you let me know how you're getting on. Leave a comment down below. Hope you've made it this far, and thank you so much for supporting, and I'll see you tomorrow for final round.